Okay, here's a quick look at the E-mini S&P for Thursday, June the 17th, 2010. Going into today, we knew that the support, and the reason that I'm first of all concentrating on the support, was around the 1101 area. So we did just get down to that here today, the overnight session a little bit higher. So it had a good move higher in the overnight session, which is right here. And then this is the regular session here. By the way, each of these are market profiles. This is today's market profile and corresponding volume profile. This is what occurred yesterday, and this, of course, is what occurred overnight. So each market profile has its own corresponding volume profile. And so the bounce up off of that low today, late in the game, it's I think it's helping to confirm the bullishness in the market. Not that there's a lot of it, but it's certainly more bullish than bearish on the short term, on the swing term. And of course, that's what we've got to use as day traders. So that move up to, let's see, the high overnight was 1750. So we also know that we've been looking at around 20 to 22 as resistance. It actually comes in a little bit lower, probably more like about 18. So it did hit 1750 today. That doesn't mean to say it still couldn't get up to 20 or so. Obviously, it could. And of course, tomorrow is quadruple witching, so watch out for more than likely a fairly volatile day. At any rate, so that's really our look. We still like the 1101 area, today's low as support, and really in around the 18 to 20 area as resistance. If it can hold above 22, though, I think that's sort of a different story. Then probably due for another leg up. So that's a pretty big range, I know right now, but that's really what the market seems to be giving us. Here's our market profiles from just the regular trading hours, and here's our software from today. So you can see that, plainly see where these trades that we had today were actually triggered, actually set up and triggered. So you can see that early in the day our first trades were a couple of shorts there and a couple of shorts there. We actually had an entry right here. Had to be pretty nimble to get into it though, and then we had the other short entries right here, because even though the trade is triggered right here, if it's a short trade there'll be a red dash line. So there was two of them right here, and we did actually have two of them here. The one actually hit our entry right here immediately, so that's why you only see the one. This one only goes for 30 minutes. So this was an interesting short, getting short right up here, which is actually the first trade. Now, in this scenario, we did have the neutral filter. So within the context of hitting the support and bouncing off there, not all of our traders would have taken this trade, and that's certainly understandable. There's pretty good resistance right there, and this particular type of trade, once it's set up, it has a price. It's not off of a precise, or it's not off of an immediately formed trigger bar. But these other long trades that were formed here, this one also in the neutral, that one made a lot more sense to get on board. That it came down and hit this, you can see this light green zone, which is support. So if it hits into there and bounces off quickly, you can see we had one of our deceleration bars come in, gave us a signal here, and had a nice little bounce up, pulled back, and then the bigger move. We did have another trade here, only hit our first objective, so break even on that guy. But then we had our final trade of the day, which was a beauty right in here. You see the market came down. We actually had three simultaneous trades trigger right in here. That's why you can see the three text defining the trade. The entry was right here, so it had a really nice move up. We even had another, as you can see, another trade entry right here. The market did not pull back to there. So that's actually going to be our first area of likely support around 950. So we're going to monitor that overnight. If that 950 holds, then we're obviously looking at more for the market to rally up and probably test that 17-18 area. So that's really what we're looking at. Still a bullish bias. Be careful because of the volatility likely tomorrow with the quadruple witching, and some ideas for support and resistance for you. So, well, thanks for taking the time to view the video. Any questions or comments are always welcome, of course, at info@eminidaytrader.com. And, of course, our phone number's on the website, too. So, thanks for taking the time to view the video, and we'll see you again tomorrow.